watch the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll watch Jonathan Mingo. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Panthers and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024.
And I'll be one of those, trying to get it going in January, trying to get my physical fitness on. But first, we've got a game to get on here. Two teams trying to finish strong before they turn the calendar. And on the flight home, I'll be finalizing my resolution list as well.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations late in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Etienne once more, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
In motion right is Mingo. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. The numbers for Mingo last week: 6 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
Look, I know everybody wants to be #1 in everything they do, but he's #2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Panthers come into this one looking for a 12th win on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Well, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Etienne up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a long... on the play, so now third down coming up. Lawrence will throw. Buying, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
You look at this Jaguar defense. Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game, because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Steal. Check steal. Ready.
He completes this one to Mingo. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
On the double.
So from the 37, here's second and a couple. In motion right is Mingo.
Ready?
Young quickly to the flat. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
Quick, red.
Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Strike. Check, strike. Ready.
That's caught by Mingo, right side. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside. Now that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short on 4th down on his Logan Cook to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back.
Here we go, set. 52 blaster. Set.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
Holstrom. Ready?
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Thielen going to go in motion right. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Down by Andre Cisco. A gain of 9 yards.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Eluding the pressure right. Young into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try to throw now. Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. DJ Chark. 53 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lawrence. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Pressure coming, and this is a booming kick.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Oh, man, can't do that.
This is what. Going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Lion!
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Young will set to throw. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Hubbard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half.
Second and goal. The Jaguars 4-yard line.
Bro, what the
So we reach halftime here on New Year's Eve.
Fucking spies.
We now go. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. In motion, the tight end. Young off the play fake. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action. Young. He's got Mingo. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Let's go. That's good for the Jaguars.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Let's go now. Hey, cross field. Cut.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. 95 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
In motion right is Mingo. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
That's something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Second down.
Ready. Clock 10. Check white. Hey, go Fury. Blue check. Second.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Young. Rolling to his right. Oh, Young loses it.
I didn't fucking juke this. It's a fucking stick drift, bro. I'm gonna break this fucking controller. Why the fuck would I juke? I didn't juke nobody. There's nobody to fucking juke.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
2nd down and 8. In motion left, that's Thielen. Here's Young from the shotgun. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Young here, you can see, changing the play. To throw is Young. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also...
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Draw play, ETN. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. A 1st down throw for Young. And this one is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Again, it'll be Hubbard. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Here we go on 4th down. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And a Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get...
And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Here's Lawrence. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Lawrence to throw. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Lawrence will throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Carolina, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign.